All right, let's do chilling footage leaves viewers scared and confused. Let's see what we've got. Hopefully this video records all right.
How you doing? I'm Callan
I've
and
been
this is
having
Slap
issues with
Cam.
the
Today we're looking at some scary videos that are
past
starting
couple
to freak
videos.
people out. So hit that subscribe
Trying to
button and
learn
get
this new
ready for more
program.
creepy content just like this.
Trying to make some better videos. And I really don't know what I'm doing, so everything is learn as you go. Fun.
There's nothing more scary than driving down a dark road and suddenly noticing a person in your path. Or is there? This
Ghost
video,
child.
shared by Mitch Kuhn on
Yeah, that would
Facebook, is
be
leaving
scary.
viewers confused and terrified. This footage was shot using a car's dashboard camera. The car was travelling down a moderately trafficked road in Queensland, Australia late one evening when something terrifying and unusual happened. Take a look. On the far left
Was
side
that
of the
someone
road,
standing
something
in the
appears
road?
that certainly shouldn't be on such a busy road in the dark. If you watch closely, you can see what appears to be a small child standing in the
I
middle
can't
of the
tell
lane.
that it's even a person. It just looks like...
Viewers have determined that the child seems to be a young boy in pale blue clothing. As if
I mean,
spotting
you'd
a
have to
child in
slow
such
it
a
down
dangerous
so I
place
can
isn't
see
terrifying
if it
enough.
looks
Some
like
viewers are
anything in
convinced
particular.
that this is no ordinary child. The
I
kid
see,
is
I
deathly
couldn't tell you if
pale
it
and his
looks like a
clothing is
child.
so light in colour that it almost seems white.
See, that
Examining
just
him
looks like
closely, he appears to be translucent.
I can't see that looks like a child. The basic
Additionally, the
shape,
child
maybe,
stands
but
in the
it still
road
could be a
almost
pile of
completely
stuff on the road.
unmoving. If he were a real child, you'd think he'd be trying
Or
to desperately
statue.
get off the dangerous road.
Yeah, it
These
wasn't moving.
details have led many viewers to
At least it
believe
didn't
that
look
the
like it was.
child is actually a ghost.
No.
Some more level-headed viewers suggested it could
Look,
just
it's
be a
throwing a
statue or
shadow.
small mannequin that's
Do you
been placed on
see
the
it
road
has a
as a
shadow?
prank. Whether this figure is a
As the
child,
car
ghost, or
lights
something
pass
else
it?
entirely,
Would a
its
ghost
appearance on the
throw a
dark
shadow?
road is as
I
unnerving
doubt
as
it.
it is perplexing.
No. I think that's just
You
something on
might
the road.
expect some strange paranormal things to happen when in the presence of a psychic, such as ghostly voices or flickering lights. When a psychic made an appearance on a live TV show, viewers and the program's hosts were equally surprised when
Oh,
unexplained
yeah?
events started occurring in the studio.
Come on, make it good.
On this Mexican TV program, a psychic sits in the center of several hosts and guests discussing her unique abilities. The backdrop of the studio features an outdoor scene. There's a large glass window lined with artificial trees adorned with small bird cages. As the interview plays out, something off happens in the background.
What
Take a
do you
look.
mean? What was that? Something fell.
Despite its appearance, this set is inside the studio itself, so there's no chance that wind could be blowing through the set.
It just means
Yet, as
something
the
fell.
psychic's talking, an object falls down in the background, and one of the bird cages starts violently spinning in a tree branch.
That's
as if suddenly
because the
shoved
thing
by
hit it
unseen
on its way
hands.
down. Watch. See, it hits it on its way
The
down, and
hosts of
that's
the
why it
show look
starts
around
spinning.
startled, as if looking for an explanation for the strange activity.
That's not strange activity. Something simply
Viewers have
fell.
been baffled by the strange events captured on live television.
Oh, come on,
They
guys.
believe it was the work of a ghost, perhaps
No.
even a poltergeist, a type
No.
of spirit strong enough to move objects in
No.
the physical world.
No. And no.
Many viewers believe the alleged poltergeist that made itself known during the broadcast is in some way tethered to the
It didn't
psychic
make
appearing on the
itself
program
known.
that day.
You make it sound
Paranormal
like it knocked
specialists
on the
believe
door,
spirits
called
can
on the
attach
telephone,
themselves
said,
to
hey, I'll be
specific
arriving
people,
in a few
places,
minutes.
or objects.
No.
Working with spirits on a daily
A
basis,
prop
the psychic
fell
is a
off the
prime
wall,
candidate for a spiritual hitchhiker.
hit the little bird cage on the
Hopefully,
way
this
down. You can
poltergeist
see it
sticks to
hit it.
mischief and doesn't cause the
Causes it to
psychic too
spin.
much harm.
Nothing more than that. Guys, come on now.
You wouldn't expect a demonic spirit to touch a Bible, one of the most holy objects in Christianity. However, in this clip shared by Avedio M, 2 paranormal investigators may have
No.
caught that very act on
The Bible
film.
doesn't look like it's in the
The
greatest
clip was
condition.
recorded by paranormal investigators Nikki Paranormal and Carissa Fleck. In the footage, the 2 investigators film a heavily damaged Bible.
Where are you?
The pages of the book are singed black as if it's been recovered from a fire.
You think?
There's no explanation for how the damage occurred, but the burnt pages
I'd say
certainly make
fire.
the footage creepier. At the start of the clip, it seems that the investigators have seen the pages of the Bible moving before they begin rolling the camera.
Well,
They
there's
begin
air.
encouraging what they claim is a demon to move the pages again.
No, and why does it have to be a demon?
It's moving again. See that?
Y'all are
Camera
too much.
records some slight twitching of the pages.
No, there's air in the environment, and that's moving the pages a little bit. Not to mention if you're standing there.
The investigators claim that if the movement had been caused by a breeze,
And your
there would have
movement
been
can
much
cause
more movement to be seen.
Movement of the air, which would cause movement of the pages.
The pair continue encouraging the entity to move the pages again,
No.
stating that they know it takes a lot of energy to do so.
Flip the page. I know it's taking you a lot of energy. You're doing such a good job. Just keep doing it.
Well, you're very
okay?
encouraging.
You're so good.
Eventually,
At
their
least you're
persistence
not.
pays off when a page of the
At least you're
Bible
being
moves
encouraging,
quite
I guess.
dramatically.
If you're going to look for something
Good
positive.
job. Almost. You got this. Almost. You're so powerful.
The page
No.
inexplicably stands straight up, never falling to either side.
Come on.
No. No. See, we can't even see what you guys are
The strange
doing
movement
as you're
convinces
focusing
the
on
investigators
this.
that a demon is indeed among them.
No. I mean, your breathing could be doing
The
that to
footage
the
is certainly
pages.
creepy, but not everyone is convinced that demons are at work.
I'm not
They believe
convinced.
that the pages could have been blown by a draft in the room.
Yes, they could have.
Others think it was some other type of ghost and not a demon that caused the paranormal activity.
Guys, that's not paranormal. Maybe it's static. Who
Though
knows?
the real explanation is unclear, this footage is
But I
certainly
don't
chilling
think.
to watch.
No,
Love to get
it's
your
not
take
chilling.
on it in the comments section below.
Keep doing it. Come on.
But the girl did sound really encouraging to whatever she thinks is doing this. Keep doing it. You can do it.
When photojournalist Parawit Katkul was driving down the Rama 9 highway in Bangkok, Thailand, he never expected to spot something that would end up going viral. It was around 6:30 p.m.
Oh,
and
that's
well
terrible
after dark
footage.
when Katkul spotted the strange occurrence. Take a look at what he saw.
I just see blob. Oh, now I see a person on the back of the car. Now that's rather unsafe.
As you can see, a pale woman in a striped dress is
Well, you
sitting
can't
on the back
tell
of
that
a
she's
nearby
pale.
car.
I mean, she's lighter than the darkness
According to
around
the
her, but I
witnesses,
wouldn't
the
say
car
she's
in
pale.
question was most likely travelling around 50 miles per hour,
That's
far
really
too quickly
unsafe.
for anyone to want to sit out in the open air. To make this clip even more terrifying,
Gosh,
look
how stupid
closely
can
at the
you be?
woman's hands. Even at this high speed, she doesn't appear to be holding on to anything. How is it possible
Yeah, but it's
she's
dark and the
managing to
video
stay
is
on the
crappy,
car
so how
without
can you tell?
holding on?
She could be tied down for all you know.
Investigators checked the car's license plate, concerned for the woman's well-being. They discovered that the registration had been cancelled by the Department of Land Transport.
Well, driving like that,
Previously
I'm not
belonged
surprised.
to a brown taxi. The car in the footage is clearly red and doesn't appear to be a taxi at all.
No, it does not.
A lot of half-serious explanations have been suggested by viewers. That the woman was a nagging wife being punished by her husband.
I don't know
or a cheapskate
where you come up
passenger
with that
looking for a
randomness.
reduced cab fare.
I mean, for all you know, she
Despite
could
the
have been
jokes, the footage
punished
is
for not
haunting.
doing her homework.
Either the clip depicts a woman
That
in
was a
serious
really
danger
random
or a
thing.
creepy ghost going for a joyride.
I don't know
Either
where you
way,
came
it's
up with
easy
that
to understand
explanation.
why witnesses were confused and terrified
Joyride might be
driving
it.
down the highway that night.
Or they had a lot of people in the car and needed room for one more and put her on the back.
Working at a service station restaurant probably
I mean, it'd
comes
be a
with its own
stupid
fair
stunt.
share of crazy stories. However, how many of them feature ghosts? At least one, if this video is to be believed. This subtly creepy video was recorded on a security camera at a service station restaurant in Mar del Plata,
Well, you find
Argentina.
some of the most
We
interesting
see a
things
young
on
waitress carrying a
CCTV.
tray to a messy table so she can clear off the dirty dishes and prepare the table for new customers. She begins picking
Did
up
that
plates
glass
and
move?
cups when suddenly something
I
weird
think
happens.
that glass moved.
Take a look.
Check this out.
As you can see,
Right?
the glass on the table
Look at that.
suddenly moves a few inches.
Check out her reaction, too.
The waitress
Stoic.
pauses and looks around, searching for a reasonable
She's like,
explanation
what the hell
for
just
the movement.
happened?
The restaurant is indoors, so there's no chance that a strong wind could have caused the glass to move. The waitress eventually picks up the glass and examines it for anything strange that might explain the freak occurrence.
Wow.
The glass apparently looks normal as she sets it on the tray and glances around the room again, still searching in vain for a cause. The subtle nature of this strange video has most
That's
viewers
interesting.
believing that it's genuine. Some have wondered
You
whether
know?
something tragic had at one point happened in the restaurant, suggesting a
Well,
ghost
it doesn't
caused
have
the
to be
movement.
tragic. Just something that carries immense
Others
energy
thought
with it. It
perhaps
could be something
condensation
totally
had
happy that
caused the
carries
glass to
immense
move,
energy with it.
nevertheless irking the waitress.
Maybe the waitress has very high
So what do
energy
you
right
think?
now and it's
Something
affecting
paranormal,
that
or is it just some simple
somehow.
physics
I
at
don't know.
play? Let me know what you think down below.
Doesn't appear to be particularly malevolent, so that's a good thing.
Many people agree that ghostly children are way scarier than other types of spirits. When strange things
And it
begin happening
depends.
at a playground, many are quick to think that a youthful ghost is the culprit. This footage was shot when a resident of Nuku in Argentina was driving past a small local playground in his car. In the clip, he stops and pulls out his camera when he notices something unusual. One of the swings on the swing set appears to be moving on its own.
Okay, nothing unusual about that, except it's the only
You may be
swing doing
thinking
that.
it isn't all that strange for a swing to move with no one around. Swings are light and can easily be pushed by the wind.
Mhm.
The resident who recorded the footage states that a light breeze was indeed blowing that day.
Yeah,
However,
maybe I
if you watch
guess
the
it could
video
have.
closely, you'll realize why viewers are so disturbed by
Oh,
this
I
footage.
see the other ones are
There are two
slightly
other
moving.
swings, but neither of them are moving.
Yeah, they are. They're just moving very slightly. You can see them moving, though. I mean, I'm looking right
If a
at it.
simple breeze had been the reason the swing
That one
closest
on
to
the
the
end is
road
just
was
moving more.
then why aren't the other two swinging as well? In addition, you may
Maybe
notice
that one
the speed at
is
which the
looser,
swing moves
where
changes
the
over the
chain
course
is
of the
attached.
video, so simple momentum couldn't be the cause either. At one point, it looks as though something lifts the swing up. So what could have made the swing
I didn't
move
see
all on
that.
its own?
What
If
do you
wind
mean
and
lifts it up?
momentum
I
have
didn't
been
see that
ruled
part.
out, then could something paranormal be at play? Perhaps the spirit of a local child has returned to the playground for one last ride
No.
on his favorite swing.
No, I don't think so. No, I think that's just not what you think it is. The other swings are
Before
moving,
we take a look
albeit
at some
slightly.
chilling footage taken in an abandoned
And maybe
hospital. Remember to hit
the
that
chain is
subscribe
just
button, tickle that
attached
little
in
bell
a
icon
manner
there,
that's
and turn on
loose,
all
and
channel
so
notifications.
it's
That way you'll be in the
easier to
loop every
move
time
in
we
a
drop our
light
scary
breeze
and
than the other
mysterious
swings.
videos.
I mean, it's a
Here's a
possibility.
fun date idea. You and that thumbs up button can tickle the bell icon together. Urban exploration is a popular trend for YouTubers. Explorers track down abandoned
You know,
locations
I might
and
be.
check out the creepy
I
grounds with a camera in tow,
might go
so they
and
can share
inspect
their
a
exploits
place.
with
So
their
long as I'm with
viewers.
a group of people.
Sometimes, such as
That
in
might
this
be fun
video
to do.
shared by YouTuber Love to Investigate,
Or interesting
paranormal
to do.
sightings occur at these abandoned locations. This particular video was shot
Oh,
at
that
an abandoned
looks really
asylum
big.
somewhere in South Wales.
And go with a big group,
The
like
YouTuber
maybe
Kaylee Love has
3
not
to 5
disclosed the
people.
exact location so as to protect it from potential vandals.
Oh,
Love
yeah,
decided to
there's
check out the
vandals.
abandoned location in broad daylight, not expecting to spot anything paranormal.
Yeah, broad
In
daylight
fact,
would
Love
probably
didn't
be
see
better
anything
too.
strange as she explored the property. It was only later that she realized she may not have been alone during her adventure. She posted the video to her YouTube channel. Later, one of her viewers noted that they had spotted something strange in the footage.
Yeah.
Here's the clip, see if you can notice anything weird.
smells like an hospital in this part there.
Did somebody just walk past that door?
As the camera pans past a doorway, you may catch a fleeting glimpse of a figure standing on the other side of the passage.
Well, that's so
A
quick.
slow motion view shows that the figure appears to be a pale woman with long dark hair.
I don't know where you get pale woman and long dark hair,
She seems
but
to be wearing a hospital gown, which
no,
suggests
where are
that
you
this
getting
could be
all
the
of this
spirit of
from?
a
That's
former patient.
fuzzy film. I
Because
mean,
the
it looks like
YouTuber
a
has
human
not
figure.
identified the exact
That's
location or the name of the abandoned hospital,
that's all you can really
it's
get from
impossible
that.
to learn more about who this spirit might be or why she's lingering in the abandoned building. However, it seems clear that for some reason, her soul is not at rest.
Smells like an hospital in this part there.
Maybe it's not her soul so much as just a mark of her
If you
energy.
want to see some more scary videos, then check out
Something
that
like
link in the
that.
top there. Otherwise,
I
there's a
don't know.
paranormal playlist right there you can binge
That
on.
was an interesting
Now, remember
video.
to follow us on our other socials too. We're on
I liked that.
Instagram,
That was
Facebook,
pretty
and
good.
Twitter. There's links in the description box below.
All
And
right.
that's it for me. I'll see you all
Let me
next
see about
time.
turning this thing off. This is a new program that I'm using to do these videos. So I ought to do a video showing my trials and tribulations of trying to get all this stuff together, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I didn't really ever keep up with technology. I mean, I have an iPhone and mostly know how it works, but I never really kept up with computers and that kind of thing. So learning how to do these videos and the proper programs and software and everything is something of a challenge, but it's proving to be a fun challenge. So hopefully I can keep making these videos, and hopefully you'll keep watching. Have a good night.